I think it was when I was like 14 and they were making us choose what we want to do for our GCSEs. And I wanted to do music, but I just felt like I couldn't play any instruments properly. I hadn't had any professional singing lessons. So I was kind of like, fuck that, like, I'll just do drama. And I remember my teacher telling me I wasn't allowed to act in female roles. I had to play male characters because it would go against the exam board's regulations to have someone playing a character of the opposite sex. I just felt like everything about me was rejected in school. I just couldn't be myself. It was terrifying. I couldn't move without getting some sort of backlash. But then that's why I think the creative medium came about, because that was like mine. And I think that's what really drew me to music at that time where, I felt like I didn't know who I was. I felt very restricted in the community and the school I was in at the time. I didn't know where my life was going. I wasn't very happy. But for 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes, whatever the length of a song was, I could put my headphones in and just like live in that feeling and live in that moment. And that was just very inspiring to me. When I started to transition, I had a bit of a phase of like, what do I want to do about this? Do I want to voice train? Do I want to raise it? Do I want to try and like talk more softly and like up there and try and sound like more like that way? But then I was just kind of like, no, I quite appreciate having the full range of my expression. And I know even if I do change it through certain training, it's probably not going to sound like what I would like it to sound like. So I've just kind of accepted it. I'm just a female with a lower voice. It's just a shame that I didn't like mature into the sort of like rounded cisgender female voice that I might have wanted. But then what does a woman sound like? Does a woman have to sound like light and airy and breathy? Or is that just the normative cisgender expectation we have of a female voice? Why can't a female voice be loud and boomy and expressive and make weird sounds and just like go for it? Like, why does it have to... You know, if I was in a choir, I'd be like the one woman singing with a bunch of men because I'd be in the baritone section because that's where my voice is at. And then I think it reveals a bit of a flaw in our thinking about singing ranges. Like, sure, baritone is a thing. Maybe we shouldn't consider baritone just the male range, though, because I am a woman and I am a baritone. But then ultimately, isn't putting barriers in something like gender and vocal expression and performance just completely backwards and completely unhelpful to the creative process? You know, I've sung at uni and they've been like, you could make it sound more feminine. But then I've also had teachers be like, you could drop into your lower range more. And I'm just like, can you not police my gender through my performance? Because I don't see you do this to any of the cis students. You just accept their gender and their gender performance through their vocals as is because they're cis. When really, whether it's too feminine, too masculine, shouldn't come in because I'm a female and I'm singing. So one way or another, it's a female expression.